New Culture Media Group proudly presents Masters of the Universe, broadcasting live and direct from the Noisy House 3.0 in Bad and Bougie Rancho Cucamonga, California. Special shout out to the man sitting in gorilla position, making sure our mics are loud and our production is tight. It's the phenomenal Cash Only.
Hey, what up, everybody?
What up, MOTU Crew? It's Mr. Monday Nights himself. It's me. It's 3D Beats. And I'm joined as usual by the leader of the Straight Edge Society, Josh from New Culture Media Group.
What up, though? We wrapping up the decade.
Wrap that shit up,
Wrapping up the decade. What are we watching right here?
Royal Rumble 2009.
Cool.
Not this decade.
Right before the decade.
Yeah. And finally, this man's a savage. We know he's not Randy. It's Cold Face Ty.
What up? It's this week I'm gonna go by Ho Rogan, but look, I'm the reigning, defending, undisputed master of the universe, big super heavyweight champion of the galaxy, and I even found the other piece.
Oh, and he brought it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, that's been missing all 2019. Right?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
But I've had the belt the whole time, so it's cool. And
No, my dick was in there.
Whoa. Yo, we have kids that listen.
Do we?
Look,
I don't know
bam.
Wow. All the infinity stuff.
Cash, you'll never.
So, yeah.
Coming 2020.
It's not. Wait, aren't you supposed to be competing for it?
Yeah, we'll get to the sticks after.
Yeah, y'all supposed to run
Yeah.
the
You were
fade.
supposed to be competing for it today, and you already saying
belt.
you lost. You said 2020. It's 2019 still. So you're saying you
it's
lost.
gonna be my era, bro. It's my.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
All
Would you call it
right,
the money
all
rain?
right,
Would you
all
call it
right.
the money rain?
So,
So you don't remember what he named this shit.
Mama, we made it to the end of the decade. What a decade it was.
Shit was trash.
No, it wasn't.
It was. This was a trash decade.
No, it wasn't.
Of what?
Wrestling was
Oh, I
great.
was just talking about life.
Oh.
Okay, wrestling, it was cool.
we talking about life? No,
Oh, you want to talk about life?
I was just trying to
Randy,
talk
though.
about some sports
Randy,
entertainment.
Entry number 8, Cash Fair wrestler Randy.
So, who was everybody's wrestler of the decade?
Randy, he just popped in number 8 entry on the WWE. Royal Rumble. He just popped up. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton or Seth Rollins?
Randy Orton, but really, it's hard to go through whenever you go through the years. When you recap the years,
Damn, I'm gonna pick Seth.
you can't really recap the years without Daniel Bryan being like a huge integral figure throughout the whole decade and every year. So you can't go against Daniel. You can't go against Randy. Randy's all-time greatest. You can't go against even Kofi. Kofi had moment of the decade easily. You can't go against Cena. You can't go against Cena. So, yeah, there's a few people you can't really.
I'm gonna still roll with Seth.
Yeah, Seth had a great decade.
I wouldn't name. Seth had a great decade. I'm not mad if somebody put him there, but I'm not going to name him decade.
Yeah,
you
Decade
gonna name?
superstar.
especially, because the second half of the decade,
Yeah.
especially Seth. I mean, I would go Randy Orton because of the consistency. Like, Randy Orton
Always in
was
the
doing
mix,
big
always,
shit
yeah.
at the beginning of the decade. He was doing big shit at the end of the decade. There's
Facts.
nobody else that can say that.
Has anybody won more world
Seth
titles?
freaking Rollins, man.
Seth
No,
wasn't
he
around
even-
the beginning
He wasn't
of the
even alive
decade.
at the beginning of the decade.
You got there in 2012, right?
Yeah, not 2010.
Yeah.
Hold on though.
Yeah,
Randy
Hold
was
on,
there
though.
day one. Randy was there day one.
Hold on though.
Till day whatever.
You gonna
how
say
many days
Seth
in the
wasn't
day.
around?
Count.
He wasn't out here cyber fighting?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Seth,
but that's- he
Seth
don't
is
get
out.
points for
I don't know
that,
if he
bro.
was when was Cyber Fights,
Super cyber fighting.
but was that 2010?
Okay, was
Yeah,
that
that's
was
Top
that in
Black.
the, was that
He was
in the
running the
WWE?
game.
No, that was cyber fights.
Dude was running the game
Shout
in
out to him for
cyber
cyber fights and everything, but we talking about right here. We're not talking about in front of the 27 people that was there watching. Wait, why would people show up for those? Were people in the audience?
No,
Cyber
no.
Fights?
I was gonna say, what? I was
No.
gonna say, who would show up for some shit like that?
What, for cyber fights?
Yeah,
There's no-
he would be the only nigga in the
Just
crowd. Like,
cash with signs.
sus ass
Get him Tyler Black.
sus ass competition. Nah. Shout out to Seth, but day one, the day, however many days is in a decade, Randy was there every time. I don't think anybody won as many world titles this decade as Randy. I think that's a safe bet.
3,652. That's with leap years.
That what?
3,652 days in a decade. This decade because of leap years, yeah.
How'd you just do that math?
10 times 365 is 3,650. There was two leap
calculator.
years.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Somebody had good education.
Oh,
in
I'm
school.
good at math.
God damn.
Fuck my college degree. I say that.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Superstar of the decade. 3D.
What high school you go to, B?
I think you can make a legitimate case for Cena because Cena was on top for most of the decade.
Yeah.
He just
left to go shoot a few movies these last couple of years, you know.
But I think he's starting to get itchy again. He misses it. You can tell.
Cena would be, yeah. I get Cena. I get that one. Yep.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan's a good one.
Yeah,
Cash,
you
got it.
Banks.
Huh? I was gonna do female wrestler of the decade too.
Okay.
Nah, because we don't want to. Well, we could do it this decade because the first half of the decade, women didn't really get the shot
same
yet.
amount, yeah.
But next decade, none of this sexist shit.
Oh,
we
no,
doing,
no. Yeah,
we
we getting
doing
them-
everybody
they're all in
together.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody together.
Yep.
But women didn't have a fair shot the first half.
So who would be everybody's female wrestler of the decade?
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Or Charlotte.
I'm saying Charlotte.
Don't say Paige.
Huh?
Don't say
Bayley.
Paige.
I wasn't going
No?
to.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I figure a lot of people would be
Stop.
saying Paige.
Bailey has a good argument.
Nah, because Paige, she got to go away. She
Paige,
really,
Paige
she
just
kept
had
getting
a
stopped.
blip. Like
And
she
no,
had a
Bailey
good,
does have a
and
good
she
argument.
was super important. But
Yeah, she was intricate.
But,
intricate?
I mean, yeah,
Whatever. But
you could,
yeah,
you can make a tiny case for AJ Lee the beginning of the decade.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean it comes down basically to Sasha and Charlotte, and
Classic matches.
I think it's just
They got the
Charlotte
spotlight,
was given a little bit more to do.
main eventing.
Yeah.
Someone make a case for.
Ronda Rousey.
Nah, I wasn't gonna say that. I would. I can make a case, but I'm saying some would make a case for Becky.
Yeah, like they
But
WWE.
she's only been for a year.
Yeah, it's been a year.
nah.
It's been a year.
She
but
just got cool, bro.
Yeah.
she only
Like
She had
that's-
them
and
goggles.
then she wasn't. And then her
recency
shit, she's not
bias.
even cool for the whole year. She ain't been
Yeah.
cool since like Mania.
Yeah, nah.
So
Yeah.
Sasha or Charlotte for sure.
um,
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
So I would say if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with the day one. I'm gonna go with Sasha.
Yeah.
But Charlotte, I'm not mad at Charlotte. I think a lot of people go with Charlotte.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Charlotte again.
I would go with
Kind
Charlotte.
of with the Randy Orton thing too, just the consistency. Like Charlotte was always doing dope shit. So,
Randy Orton can't be our fucking wrestler of the decade.
I mean, he's already. We voted him as the all-time wrestler.
yeah.
You voted him as all-time.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
He was not on my list.
It was
at
a
all.
cumulative vote.
It was one of those. Let's see, match of the decade.
All right, so if you go by years to really sum it up, to remember,
I got too much recency bias for this shit.
Yeah,
2010s.
Bailey versus Sasha.
Stop it.
Fuck out of here.
That was a
Nothing
great
with Ba-
match.
Nothing with
It
Bailey.
was a good
involved.
match. I mean, match of the decade.
I'm not mad at him for that.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite
'Cause you
match
just wanna
of the
throw Bailey
decade.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's just ours. This is
Yeah, my personal favorite
Nah,
match of the
I'm
decade
not.
was the tag with Triple H, Steph, Ronda,
Oh, that's
Kurt
not
Angle.
bad. That's not bad.
That's an amazing match. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
my match of the decade would be Royal Rumble 2015, Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Brock Lesnar triple threat match. I just love that match.
That shit
What
was
was
good
that on?
too.
Huh?
What was that on?
Royal Rumble 2015.
Oh, Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just blonde streak douchebag Seth, Super Cena, Suplex City Brock Lesnar, just great shit.
My match of the decade is the House of Horrors match, Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt.
I went back and rewatched that,
That shit was some good shit, right?
especially with where Bray is now, like we need another House of Horrors match.
Yeah.
Well, like he needs to bring that back.
Need a Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah, we need one of those too. But like the House of Horrors shit was just the only thing I didn't like about it was them going back to the arena.
And the fact that it was in California.
Yeah,
and it was nighttime.
It
didn't make sense.
Yeah, it was in San Jose.
Yeah, it was like
but it was like
nighttime.
it was like 6 o'clock at night here where it was still light because it was summertime. Yeah, there's a few little things that were wrong, but
that's when you.
But the
that's when you
actual
think too
like
much.
the House of Horrors match itself was great.
Yeah.
Right.
My real match of the decade though would be Kofi versus Daniel this year at Mania. That's my real
Classic.
match of the decade.
Classic.
No match got people more invested in that one this decade. So I got to go with that.
Another one to throw out there is John Cena versus CM
Punk,
Punk at
yeah.
Money in the Bank. What was that? 11?
11.
Yeah, that was when Punk was threatening to leave. That was right after the pipe bomb, and yeah, Punk was the hottest dude.
Tyler Breeze versus Velveteen.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm mad at that.
Nah,
Why-
don't be mad.
why
Don't be
not?
mad at it. Don't
That's
be mad
not
at
even
it.
close.
Stop,
That wasn't
but
even
don't
the
be
best
mad at
match
it. You
on
can't
that.
be mad at it though.
That wasn't even the best match on that card.
Yes, it was.
Probably.
What was better than
What?
that? What was better than that? What was better than that?
I
than
can't
that?
remember what.
Then you
takeover
can't remember.
was
Is that
on.
you can't remember?
Because-
If you can't remember,
You
then
want
it
to
don't
talk about
exist.
a match that had storytelling in
Yeah,
it?
come on. You
Yeah,
can't.
man. Athletic.
And you probably
Bro.
started the beef. How can you be
Yeah.
mad at that? You started the beef. They were beefing because of your tweet.
I know.
Yeah. Well, because they didn't acknowledge it
You
on
booked
screen.
that.
Oh, that's
You
true.
booked that
I know. I
match.
tried to.
Damn, look at all the RKO's in the
but
ring though.
yeah, they didn't
Hey, who
acknowledge
just got
it.
RKO'd right now?
JTG,
JTG from what?
Crime Time.
Prime
Brooklyn,
time.
Brooklyn,
Big thug.
Brooklyn.
That dude had bullet holes in his pants?
Yeah.
Man, that's wild.
And
They
he got a
wrestled with
bandana
Timbs
on his
on, man.
Yeah, and he got a bandana on his kneecap. So also match of the decade, you gotta say Randy Orton versus CM Punk at WrestleMania 27, underrated. You gotta say Rey Mysterio versus Chris at the Bash, Extreme Rules, and Judgment Day, which you could pick either one for the Intercontinental title. Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio. You could say Triple H, Taker at WrestleMania 27 or 28. You could say Rock Cena at 28.
I would throw Daniel Bryan versus Triple H at 30 in there.
Yeah. And I watched the Daniel Bryan versus Batista.
Hell in the Cell,
Randy Orton the other
Sasha
day.
winning her title from Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Great.
Sasha lost that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
What about the time she won it?
She didn't.
That wasn't no
that was
Hell in
all
a
on
Cell.
Raw.
That wasn't no Hell in a
Yeah,
Cell.
those
huh?
were all on
Classic
Raw.
That was on
match,
Raw.
The
Damn.
Fiend versus Seth Rollins. Classic.
I knew this motherfucker was gonna say that.
All right, we can cut the show now. Show over.
Bro,
that was
come on.
we talking about the best matches of the decade, not the worst of the decade.
Tyson Fury at Saudi Arabia.
Let's talk about some worst. Worst.
Worse.
Wow.
That's fucked up. That was a good match.
Yeah, but you talking about the best though.
That was a sick ass entrance.
Okay.
Let's see. Some of the worst matches or moments of the decade.
The worst matches moment is easily
Bailey.
the Hell in a Cell, the Fiend versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything Randy Orton.
Stop. We talking about worse.
Who was it?
Yeah,
They
worse.
sucked the energy out of the room. It was
Bailey versus Ember Moon.
Oh
at
my
SummerSlam this
god!
year? Yeah, that was the worst match
bro.
of the decade.
That's
I'd never
crazy.
seen that before, and it was because we were around so many people that I got to see how this match just took all the life out of that room,
Yeah.
and just it took. I don't even know what it took to bring it back. What was the match after that?
Some shit that was good.
Yeah, there was some good shit
Also,
after
best
that, but-
matches. We can't not mention the WrestleMania 32 match, the Triple Threat Women's Title match,
Oh, yeah.
and we can't miss the Charlotte Trish Stratus match from this year.
Oh, that was great.
So yeah,
But yeah, that would probably be my worst. Ember Moon, Bailey.
any Bailey.
Nobody
shit
even asked for
also-
that. Nobody even
also
asked
good.
for that.
Yeah, nobody requested that one. Bailey versus shit, most of Bailey shit. Yeah.
Who else?
Probably should put some thought into this.
Maybe a little bit, but hey, whatever.
Whatever.
What's some other bad shit that happened?
Hard to say, man.
Oh, shit. Ambrose Asylum match. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
That's
watch it.
AEW shit now.
No,
Huh?
yeah, that
They
was
should-
fucking
yeah.
horrible.
What, that was AEW?
No,
Oh.
it was in WWE.
What year?
2016.
Yeah, something like that.
Ambrose Asylum?
Yeah, it was basically a steel cage with a bunch of weapons on top, and
Steel cage is black.
yeah, it was
He was like that kind of guy? Like he tried to be that guy?
Yeah.
yeah, it was bad.
Oh, Elimination Chamber. No.
Which one?
No, I'm not saying that the worst one though. But never mind.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
going for a good one.
the Kofi Mania Elimination Chamber though, that was like
Yeah.
that was a shit. You had y'all fucked with Snicky's match.
That was
I like
cool when you
Snoop
guys showed it
Dogg
to
match.
me.
That's
I like
better
that
than
match.
people give it credit for.
Yeah. Good
Um,
match.
what were some of the moments of the decade?
Kofi Mania.
Kofi Mania, that's what made me
definitely
think.
the
Kofi
moment of the
Mania.
decade.
Daniel,
SmackDown coming
the
to
yes,
Fox.
The Yes Movement.
Yeah,
He would pick some.
What you mean? That was
So it was, but just it's a. Out of all things,
Yeah.
that's.
Look,
SmackDown coming
I
to Fox.
gotta come clean and admit something, man. I thought I was really
Yeah, that's
gonna like
trash.
this SmackDown coming to Fox thing. It fucks up my wrestling schedule, man.
Yeah.
like
The Friday
especially
thing?
too. Well,
Or-
because I don't
or the
have
East Coast time?
No, I don't have regular TV.
We do, and we get it East Coast.
Yeah,
so
you
we gotta
get
wait
East
till
Coast
Twitter
time.
already talked about it.
But and
Y'all
then it
actually
doesn't
watch
come
it?
on Hulu until Sundays.
Sometimes.
Y'all actually try to watch the show.
Fuck, Sunday.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
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 So I don't think
Y'all
I've
just wait for
watched a
YouTube
full
highlights?
episode of SmackDown since the first one on Fox when I got somebody to get me an East Coast stream.
I haven't watched a SmackDown episode in like 10 years.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying though, the whole East Coast time thing and not getting it
Y'all
over here.
complaining. Did y'all actually live on the East Coast when that was the only option? No. That was the only option for me at one point. So I don't want to
What
hear
time
no
does
fucking
it come on
complaining.
in the East Coast?
3 years later. I mean, 3 days later. But
3
fucking
days later.
yeah, 3 days later, not
Damn.
3 years. But fucking yeah, nah. I actually had to stay up and deal with that shit. Pay-per-views, WrestleMania. used to
Yeah,
go
being
off
on
at
like
fucking-
11 midnight.
I
Yeah,
had to go to school and shit. I used to want to watch it twice because if it was lit, I want to watch it. I want to double back and watch it twice. But it's, I got school in the morning.
Yeah.
Fuck school, watch wrestling.
Yeah, so y'all talking about East Coast shit. Like, at least y'all
Hey.
got options. Y'all didn't live on the East Coast when that was the only option. So I don't want to hear none of that.
Pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb, definitely.
Pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb.
Shout out to Randy Orton for RKO and Goldust. And again, Cody Rhodes to say, eliminate your fucking brother. Eliminate your blood. He said, take him out. He said, fuck family. Eliminate that fool.
Let's see. Seth Rollins cash in at WrestleMania 31.
Oh, Brock Roman was a great WrestleMania match.
That's funny. I was
period.
about to say the same thing right there. But
Yeah.
I was going to say, no, that's the one I was going to say.
Steen showing up at Survivor
Oh,
Series.
Sting Triple H, great match.
The return of Sasha Banks with the blue hair.
Yeah, that was one of our moments of the decade for sure.
Damn.
Damn.
CM Punk. It's sad CM Punk had eliminated himself from decade superstar of the decade.
Yeah, because if we would have done this halfway through the decade, it would have been
He's
Punk
easy.
easy.
Yeah, not even anybody else in consideration.
AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about him.
The
Yeah,
debut.
Of the decade.
AJ
But
Styles
that's
showing
second
up.
half though.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing shit other places, but we
Right.
don't really pay that much attention to other places. So,
Yo, I can't believe we went to go watch AEW events. I can't believe we did that.
I was actually gonna say,
Hold on.
man.
We gave it a
We didn't go watch
chance.
AEW events. We went to Dave and Buster's where there's playing it.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
dude, the Cody Dustin match was fucking good.
Yeah, but you talking about one match out of
Yeah,
what like 20 of them we gotta watch throughout the course of.
yeah,
the
we
fuck
did two
is
pay-per-views.
Dustin?
Dustin Rhodes,
Oh,
Gold Dust.
I wasn't there, huh?
Yeah.
No, I think you missed the first one. Yeah,
Yeah. I wasn't there for that one.
No.
The other one that I seen sucked ass. But we watched one, right? Didn't
yeah.
we watch
They
one?
all sucked ass.
We watched another one after that.
Yeah,
they all
we tried
sucked
another
ass.
one, yeah.
Every single one of them sucked ass. But this is decade of WWE, not that trash.
Yo,
shit.
they really thought that shit was gonna work. Oh, event of the year. Event of the year was
Great Balls of Fire.
WrestleMania.
no.
Yeah,
Hold
bring
up.
back Great Balls of Fire.
Hold up. The WWE Network.
WWE Network debuted
Whoa.
this
Decade.
decade.
This decade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Game
How is-
changer.
How is
What
that?
what would we do without it?
Oh
right?
God, I would spend way too much money on DVDs still.
You would probably buy all the pay-per-views.
Pay-per-views.
Still,
Oh my
you would
God.
probably
No,
buy-
See,
you
that
would
was
buy
the thing, I was
pay-per-views,
never.
that's great.
I would only buy the big pay-per-views.
But that's still a lot of money. Big
Yeah.
pay-per-views. If
Yeah,
you bought
even
the
so.
4 big ones, that's
They're
only
like
like
$75
$200
a piece.
That's
now.
over
Well,
$200.
now, yeah,
Yeah, they're like 75
That's like
bucks a piece now.
$300.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
But no, you could just fire. I was fire sticking them though.
Yeah, you could, but
was
still,
sorry.
Back then,
now you got the
No,
network.
but before I started making the free trials for the network, because the network popped off when I got out of the shit. So I never had the care to even download the network because I was disgusted with the shit. So I didn't even download the network. So when I wanted to watch something, I would just fire stick it.
yeah, though. But
I say that was the biggest moment of the decade.
Oh yeah. I'll give you that.
I remember that, man. Shout out to Vince, man. You Walt Disney, you Steve Jobs.
And it's only
Vince
oh,
McMahon.
you were out of it. It's only $9.99. Like every chance they got to say it was only $9.99, they did.
And it was.
That's just free.
Like me and Cam for like 2 years would be at shows together and be like, "Hey, it's only $9.99."
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, people was hating because like the stock went down, WWE stock went down, but nah, Vince
Yeah,
was
no,
just
Vince
like,
was
nah,
Vince-
we all in, we all in.
Vince is a visionary.
Yeah,
Nobody
what we
else
doing.
was doing streaming shit like that. Netflix wasn't even super streaming like that. They were
One of the best streaming networks out there for sure.
it
Yeah.
is
No, it's
the
the best
best.
one. It's
It
the
is
best
the
one.
best. It is the best. It's perfect. Like it's
It's almost perfect. It's near perfect.
I don't know what do you
Still,
what's the complaint.
still their search functions. It's gotten a little bit better, but
Mm.
still not. I want it to be more like YouTube, where
Yeah, it's
where
not
it puts
as-
you through rabbit holes and stuff.
Oh, suggestions and stuff.
Oh, it'll
Yeah.
get there. It'll get there.
Yeah, it'll get there.
Yeah, but supposedly there's supposed to be a big update coming in 2020.
Damn.
Like and it's going to be the first time that there's a price hike with it.
What are they
Better
talking?
be
12?
worth it right there.
$14.99.
Ooh, they better have an annual price.
But what they're gonna do is there's gonna be tiers.
Okay.
So like $14.99 is everything. Like everything. They're adding a whole bunch of shit. They
Damn, what-
bought a bunch of the tape libraries from other promotions and shit.
No way.
They're gonna start showing some of the indie wrestling companies that they fuck with, like Evolve and Progress and stuff. They're gonna
Ooh.
start showing those on there more.
Oh, that could be interesting. Yeah.
But then like the $9.99 is still gonna get you everything
WWE.
that you're used to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the pay-per-views.
No, it still
Nah,
comes
you
with the
still
pay per
get
views,
that.
and there's gonna be a free tier too, but you don't get the pay per views.
Ooh, a free tier probably have
tier.
ads on it or something.
Yeah, it
huh?
probably has ads and like there's only limited
The
stuff that you
peasant
can
tier.
watch. Yeah, the peasant
Y'all
tier.
want the peasant tier? Nah,
No,
y'all don't
I'm
want
not
that.
gonna pay
Hey man, if you're struggling, you're struggling.
Yeah.
Nah. There's some,
But
there's some
that's
called
going to be the equivalent of what Spotify does with their free tier.
Yeah,
like
Spotify
it's
has a
going to
free
give you
tier.
just enough to where it's like,
yeah,
fuck,
and
I
that's
gotta pay
that's
for
like
this.
peasant
Yeah.
shit too.
Oh man,
Because you don't get
yeah.
to listen to songs in order. Of
Yeah,
an
it's all
album,
on
too.
shuffle.
Yeah, nah.
But
yeah, like I had to re-up my Spotify the other day, and I had like 2 days of commercials. I was going crazy.
You felt bad.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Felt like a
Definitely though,
Yeah, 'cause-
definitely ESPN Plus, DAZN, all you apps out there, sports apps, step your game up, watch the network, see how it's done right, because that's the best. It's the best streaming app. Period. It's even better than Hulu. It's better than
I'd put it right up there with Netflix.
yeah.
Shout out to Disney Plus.
I haven't got to mess with Disney Plus yet.
I
So
mess
Plus
with
is
it.
pretty solid.
Yeah. Disney Plus is good. Old Yeller's on there, so tune
Yeah.
in.
But it's not the,
fuck
the
with
search
Old Yeller?
Hell yeah, I fuck with Old Yeller. Who don't fuck with Old Yeller? That's the greatest movie ever. What you mean?
Shout
That
out
and You Got Served. Greatest movies ever.
Shout out to
You
Brink.
got served.
Old Yeller and You Got Served. Those are shits. Old Yeller, when he pulled it out, when he pulled it on him, you was like, yo, he gonna do it. Oh my, you was like, yo, he gonna do it. You didn't want him to do it because you fucked. Cause over the course of the movie, you grew to fuck with the dog, right?
Wait, that's the one where the dog gets rabies at the
Yeah.
Like,
So look, by this point, you grew to fuck with the dog. You fucked the dog. You're like, damn, I didn't even like the dog at first. I wasn't really fucking with him, but now I'm like, damn, the dog cool, you know. But you like, damn, he gotta go. Like this nigga's a danger to the family.
Cujo, bro. He's gonna turn
Cujo, classic. Yeah, you don't want him to be Cujo.
You don't want to be Cujo.
Like you couldn't even get out the car.
Wait, which old yellow do you fuck with? The '90s version or the fucking old school?
Wait, there's a '90s version?
Yeah, there was a '90s version.
The fuck?
Or was that like
That's
Yellow Dog
Cujo.
or
That's
some
called
shit,
Cujo.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
The '90s old yeller is Cujo.
Nah. Cujo was in the '70s.
It was that early? Oh yeah.
So.
Is there anything we missed from the decade?
Yeah,
Man.
we are. We're gonna talk about. I mean, we already know what the answer is, but we gotta say it. Finisher of the decade.
RKO.
RKO.
Oh God,
All right.
please, man.
Yeah.
Bank statement.
All right. Don't make me go against Sasha Banks, but
Yeah,
no,
B.
it's not even
RKO.
close.
Get the fade,
It's
son.
not even close.
Stop. RKO.
It's RKO. That's it.
The
Favorite RKO of the decade?
Ooh, Seth.
He had me.
Seth from
Yeah,
the top
the
rope.
Seth, but you also have Ever Born this decade.
That's when.
You know what, man?
This was the decade when they had that fucking crazy ass memeable RKO bullshit.
Yeah.
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 Those shits was funny. The Sharks
Man,
is RKO Sharks.
That
and
is
shit.
one thing, dude. Like WWE did not capitalize on that until it was way too late.
What was the finisher of the last decade? Probably the
RKO.
The stunner.
RKO.
No?
Nah. RKO.
Maybe pedigree.
Pedigree. Oh yeah, there was a lot of pedigree.
People's
on.
elbow.
No,
Oh.
the what was it? What was it?
You can't even say it. It's not
No,
the finisher of
Cena's,
the decade.
5 Moves of Doom, bro.
5 Moves of Doom is not.
That's
talking
not a
about the-
finisher.
Yeah, that's not what it's called.
Technically.
It's called it's called
No,
the
that's a
F.
sequence.
It's the attitude adjustment, formerly known as the FU.
Worst wrestler of the
That's
decade.
one I was looking
Worst
for.
wrestler.
All right,
Dean.
now we're talking to shits. Worst wrestler of the decade. It's
Dean.
either Oscar,
Dean.
Nope.
it's either Bailey,
Nope.
No.
Dean.
Dean,
Yep.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean.
Dean Ambrose.
Who else? You got those three for sure.
Mike Knox.
Nah,
Look, it's Mike
nah,
Knox.
because he didn't really. First of all, he wasn't even around this decade really,
I don't
And
know. I
then-
just saw him on screen earlier.
Yeah.
and he didn't do.
I was
it.
gonna ask about him. Who is
He
that?
wasn't bothered. He wasn't bothersome.
No, I would say Dean, just based on what his position was
And what he accomplished and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Dean. Yeah,
Dean.
Dean.
Straight up.
Yeah, worst wrestler of the decade. Tag team of the decade.
Usos.
If we're going, if we're going the
Easy. No, that's
consistency,
easy.
Usos,
No,
Us.
well, I'm not mad at that one, but I was gonna
New
say
Day.
New Day. Yeah.
New Day, yeah,
Say New Day.
Yeah.
New
But
Day.
Usos are New Day. I'm cool with
yeah,
one of those.
Usos. Again, if you go consist, they're the only team that was a tag
From start
team.
to finish.
Start
oh
to
yeah,
finish.
never mind. I gotta go with.
Stop forgetting
Damn,
about
that's
the
hard.
OC, bro. The OC.
Stop it.
No,
Damn, Usos was here to start
Yeah.
to finish. I might gotta go with Usos.
Wait, when the New Day come out?
The second half.
yeah.
What 2015?
Was it
14?
14 or 15?
14.
Really?
No, because
2014.
14 because they just celebrated 5 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can do math, so that's 5 years from now.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2014.
So
Usos was here,
yeah, but
but
Oh,
New Day or
I got
Usos?
one more for event of the decade though, real quick. Sorry to go back.
oh, it's cool. We're just
The
jumping
Crew
around.
going to Raw.
Damn, our
Seeing
truth
The
is
Rock.
superstar of the decade.
That shit was tight.
Wait, what?
The Crew going to the Rock to Raw to go see the Rock.
Oh, us going.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah,
who's
that's
the
moment of the decade. yeah, that's moment of when the Rock.
I was hanging out with The Rock.
Oh yeah, when the Rock let me leave a voicemail to CM Punk on his phone, that was pretty. Yeah, that's probably moment of the decade right there. Yeah, that's lit. Yeah, the Rock's a good guy, man. Shout out to the Rock. You know I got I was salty when you got that tattoo and shit. When you covered up the old school bull.
Damn, that happened this year too. This
No.
decade.
This
Yeah.
decade, yeah.
Speaking of which, what's the nastiest moment of the decade?
It would be Shawn Michaels, but he got a bag, man. But coming out of retirement bald, and
Yeah.
then that was weird to see. Like you come out of retirement, you do all that talk. Oh, I'm be the one to never come out of retirement. I'm be the one.
And
I'm be the one. And then Saudi
And what
Arabia
made
deal
you come
happened.
out of
They gave you
retirement?
fucking 15 mil, however big amount they gave you. You came out bald and put on that. I was
And then
like,
Sean came out and said some bullshit like, "No, I've got offered more money to do manias before." Bullshit.
Nah, Saudi Arabia gave him the bag. So I wasn't mad because I'm like, all right, he got a bag. And then he didn't even acknowledge it when he did the panel with Kofi and Johnny Gargano. And he was like, yeah, I don't. When Johnny was like, yeah, to see myself on the posters and the truck next to you guys, damn, that was an honor for me because I grew up watching you guys. And then Sean was like, oh, I was on the truck. I mean, I had a match in a decade. How was I on the truck? I'm like, nigga, that shit was 5 months ago. So I was like, yo, if you're not going to acknowledge it, I won't either. I was like, you just had a match 5 months ago, so I'm not mad at that. He got a check. Nasty's moment of the decade.
Chris Jericho going to AEW?
Chris Jericho, he probably gets it.
Yeah, that
Chris
was
Jericho.
nasty.
Yeah, Chris Jericho.
Like, I wasn't initially mad at him going. I understood because he got a bag.
Yeah.
But
and he felt underappreciated by the E.
But
it's the
the
shit
way
that
he's
came after.
moving now,
Yeah.
it's nasty. Let's stop talking about that bullshit though.
Damn,
Let's
that is
Other
the
nastiest
nastiest.
moment of the decade was damn, I forgot. And I did a whole in the chat. I did a whole shit about the worst shit of the decade too. I forgot. But anyway, yeah, that was nasty. I might go back to it.
Who's gonna run the
How you pop
2020
up?
decade?
Easy.
Ooh, who's gonna run the
Velveteen.
Yeah,
Velveteen.
Dream.
Velveteen?
Velveteen, Angel Garza.
Garza, yeah.
Dollar Gas.
Humberto.
Who?
Dollar Gas.
Who
Humberto.
the fuck is that?
Humberto.
Oh. I'm not gonna say run it. We gotta see still. We gotta see. He hasn't gave me enough time to say he's gonna run it. But I'm gonna say Keith Lee.
Seth
Keith-
Rollins.
Seth Rollins, he's still, but
Seth-
he ran this too, so he's gonna still run it. He's gonna be like what Randy did last
Yeah,
decade.
this is
He's
his
gonna continue-
Randy decade.
This is his Randy decade. Let's see what he.
Start to finish,
Yeah.
just consistent.
This is his first decade where he gets to start it. So, who else gonna run it? There's other people I fuck with heavy that I'm missing out. Who do I
Shayna
fuck with?
Baszler.
Dude, she's
Yeah.
40.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang,
Oh,
shout out to her.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so she might be dead by the end. She might be dead by the end of the decade.
Dead, but
No way she is 40.
she's 40.
Yo, she
Holy
gonna run it into the grave.
shit.
Oh shit.
Dang,
Yeah.
bro.
I knew she was a little bit old. I didn't know she was that much older. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude. This one just blew my mind right now. Like, oh my god. She look good. She look good for 40. Fuck.
Okay.
Who else? There's somebody. I'm missing somebody that I'm be mad if I don't say.
Tessa Blanchard. If she does the right thing and comes to WWE.
Oh, Sasha too. Sasha, she's
Sasha's-
still young.
yeah.
She's like what, 26?
Yeah, she's 26,
27.
The
27.
Fiend?
The Fiend, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bray's still young too, right?
Yeah, Bray's early 30s.
Yeah. So
That's,
Bray's
that's
gonna
the
run
thing,
it.
man, that a lot of the prime dudes right now. Roman's still early 30s.
Yeah, Roman.
Seth
Roman
is-
ain't wrestler of the decade?
Yeah, I
He
thought
came-
about Roman a
Yeah,
lot.
but and
And
same
just-
thing with Seth. To me, I can't put him over people like Daniel Bryan that's been running it the whole decade, or Randy who's been running it the whole decade. I can't put them over them.
Yeah, so we're in good hands.
Who is the most improved of the decade?
Bray.
Bray.
Oh yeah, Bray. Also, I got Miz.
Miz, definitely, yeah.
Miz is most improved of the decade. Because if you, he's
Dang, who fell off the hardest this decade?
Jericho.
Even though he's world champion right now.
Oh,
Does that count?
Yeah.
And look, Eddie fell off. It only took him the last year of the decade to fall off. Huh?
You said Eddie fell off?
Hey,
Huh?
I thought you
Andy.
said Eddie fell
Oh,
off.
no.
I was like, what?
Nah, that was last decade.
that fall is sharp, man.
Not saying Eddie fell off, but you know what I mean.
Let's see.
He wasn't alive
Who-
this decade.
Who else fell off?
Who fell
Yeah,
off?
I
Mojo Rawley.
He was never on.
Yeah,
never
you have to
fell
be on to
gotta-
fall
You gotta
off.
fall on.
Who fell off?
Maybe I want to say
Natalia.
who?
Natalia.
Nah.
Nah, she
She's
hung
just there.
on somehow.
Yeah. I want to say Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah.
because he was
He
supposed to
looked
be
like he was going to be the dude.
He looked like he was gonna be the guy. Oh, Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah,
I
that's a
hate
big
to say
fall
it.
off.
I hate to say it
Yeah.
because I'm a fan, but from the beginning, he started off
But
the
isn't he
decade.
U.S. champion right now?
Quit with that racist.
That's kind of
bullshit.
racist. Hey, ever since you found out you wasn't Mexican, man, you got real gross. You got real gross towards Mexicans. Just because, 40-some% Native American. Like, no, you like, come on. Like, you can't be hating Mexicans, B. It's not cool.
Who?
Santino Morella. We gotta give him something for the decade.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah, something. Best eyebrows of the decade.
Shit, funniest nigga.
Oh,
Like-
another person who's gonna run next decade. Two people: Bianca Belair and Montez Ford.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Well,
power
Street
couple,
Profits
you
too.
mean?
Let's
Street
not
Profits,
discredit
too.
Street Profits.
Yeah.
But by the second half of the decade, Montez is probably solo. He'll probably be solo by the second half of the
You
decade.
think
Yeah.
he can have a solo run?
Oh, definitely. Montez is a future world champion.
Yeah, you got
Angelo Dawkins is gonna do well for himself.
Yeah,
Like he
but-
could be a mid card guy.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a U.S. or an Intercontinental
Or he
title
could
in
prove
there.
everybody wrong and say, "Yo, fuck what y'all saying about me. I'm world champion too."
Yeah,
But as we know for sure, Montez Ford.
Ford.
They're not gonna keep him in a tag team
Yeah,
the whole time. The way how charismatic he is, they're not gonna keep him. Yeah.
and just his wrestling ability too.
Yeah.
Because basically they got Street Profits were on I think Corey Graves' podcast, and they were talking about how they got put together. And yeah, because Montez Ford didn't have any wrestling training before he went. He just went to a tryout, and yeah, it was just a bunch of natural ability. So they put him with some Angelo Dawkins kind of started off the same way because he was just a football player, but he had already been wrestling for a couple years. So they were like, "Oh, we're gonna put you two together,"
Yeah.
because they both wore basketball shorts. That was literally one of the
Yeah.
reasons why
And
they got
Montez
put
Ford
together.
don't even wear basketball
Yeah.
shorts, but he forgot his suit. He always dresses in suits, head to toe, nice and shit. But he forgot his suit. He didn't have a suit with him, so he was dressed like Angelo Dawkins. And it was like, "Oh, you guys tag team."
Racist.
Yo, matches.
Oh, you guys are both black, and you guys are a tag team.
Yeah.
Black and
That's-
basketball shorts tag team.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Who got best hair of the decade?
AJ Styles.
AJ
Sasha Banks,
Roman,
man, the blue is back, bro.
Sasha, AJ Roman.
Yep, those are the top three for sure.
Yeah.
Roman got Roman. They got
Roman
has
always
great
don't
hair.
Do that. Don't
No.
stop it.
Always got a nice set of hair on him.
Stop it. Stop.
But yeah, AJ for sure.
I'll put Roman over AJ.
No, dude.
Yeah. Like, I
AJ
remember-
always
Roman's been
silky.
consistent though.
Yeah.
AJ had a
Oh.
glow up.
That's true.
Like when
That
AJ
is
had the Bob
Yeah,
Bailey
he had a
cut
little
at the
bop.
very beginning.
Yeah, he had a weird bop for a
that
minute.
is true. That is true.
Yeah,
Who
he
had
even
the-
came into the E with the weird bop. at
Yeah, he
first,
was
so-
going through a transition with his hair. But
Becky
man, I go
Lynch,
back.
man. Becky Lynch too, man. She got
Nah,
good
I'm
No.
locks.
cool. I'm cool.
Nah.
Red hair, bro.
No, it's funny. I be seeing girls on Twitter like go in about like that her extensions aren't right, and like they point out all this shit that I wouldn't notice. But like, yeah,
Who was
They
the bust?
won't, but they won't point out whose extensions. I'm not even gonna say
Who's the
that.
bust of the decade? It's Asuka.
nope.
No, yes.
Nope.
No, that is the bust of the
Nope.
decade. But
Who?
not the biggest bust. Not the biggest bust, because there is one person that had more hype than Oscar
Who?
coming in.
Who?
Our
Sin
favorite, Sin Cara.
Sin Cara had the most hype. for
Okay.
him.
All right. All
What's-
right.
And Oscar's not a bust.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she
No, she's
is,
not.
bro.
When you gonna be honest about your girl, man?
I am.
No, you're not.
It's okay, man.
just-
It's okay. Like, she's doing well. I guess she got a YouTube channel. She makes cabbage on there. She's doing well. She makes cabbage on YouTube.
And she's tag team champion. She's about to stop
But who
Becky
remembers
Lynch's
that?
reign of terror.
She about to stop who?
Becky Lynch's
You
reign of
think you're
terror.
gonna have? Hold on. You think you're gonna have Oscar beat Becky Lynch?
I know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to say. Oh, yeah, come on.
But if she does, though,
Nah, they about to just feed her. They
I'm
about to
still
just
about
feed
to
her.
beat Becky Lynch.
Stop.
Comeback of the decade?
Yeah, I was about to say return.
Asuka.
Well, no, comeback or return.
We'll say
Those
comeback.
are two different things. Two different things.
I'm talking.
So comeback, first comeback.
Yeah, I'm talking comeback.
Comeback of the decade, maybe Bray.
Yeah, Bray.
Bray.
That's most.
I'm saying Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, Daniel.
Well,
that's
what's the
number
difference
one.
between return and comeback?
A
Because
return is just you were gone for a while
Yeah.
and you came back, whether the injury or whatever.
comeback is like
Comeback
yo,
is when
you
you
was
were supposed to
down.
be gone.
Yeah, you was down bad, and they could be both within. Like
Yeah, 'cause-
Daniels
'cause-
is both.
Yeah,
So Bray was a comeback?
yeah, because Bray was gone.
Done?
I mean, Bray had a couple.
Yeah, Bray had two.
Yeah, I'm thinking about just the Fiend shit because his career kind of was fumbled.
Yeah,
But I
like
forgot
dude, they
about
kept
the-
him off TV because they just didn't have anything for him.
Yeah,
He had a minor injury and they kept him off TV for damn near a year.
Wow.
but I forgot about like when he turned into Bray in the first place.
Yeah.
He was Husky Harris, and then Randy Orton punted him, and then he disappeared for years.
Hey, I thought of another kind of Wade Barrett, man, was somebody that should have popped off. This decade
Damn.
that
Yeah.
didn't.
He had a lot of hype.
Yeah, Wade Barrett seemed like he was
Mr.
going to be
Kennedy?
that dude.
That
Mr.
was
Kennedy was
last
last
decade.
decade.
He got fired in 09. Return of the decade. The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock. The Rock.
What was
I
the
think
Rock's
that's it.
match in this decade?
He had his first match back was him and Cena tagged against R-Truth and The Miz at Survivor Series. And then he had Cena Rock won. And then he had
Punk Rock.
Punk Rock twice when he beat Punk for the title. And then he had Punk Cena 2, which is his only match that I didn't like this decade.
What was
And Eric Rowan.
And Eric Rowan was his last match, his retirement.
what was the
match.
what the
6
fuck
seconds.
moment of the decade?
What the fuck?
What the
moment?
fuck moment of the
Taker?
decade? Yeah, easily. But I don't want to talk about that. 'cause
Jinder
that shit's
Mahal
sad.
winning the WWE Championship.
Oh,
too.
you know what?
Oh,
Where is
damn.
Jinder, man?
He's been injured. He's supposed to. He says he's coming back.
We ready?
I think Rumble. We're
We
getting
ready.
back.
You know
Come
what?
back More roided up.
Because
Yeah.
his title run made him, man. His title run made him into a wrestler I'm interested in. Ever since he had his
Yeah.
strap, I watch him.
Dude,
I
but
watched
his
him.
last is the last little run before he got injured.
Yeah, they had
he's
him
going
chasing
back.
around the 24/7.
Yeah, but he was doing groundbreaking numbers though.
Yeah,
What
him
you-
and
Yeah,
our
like
truth.
the-
Him and
yeah.
our truth were
They
doing.
got the highest rated
Oh, they
video of the year. Probably.
did.
That's probably the highest rated video of the year. So
Yeah,
he
that
was
was.
still breaking records.
You know what? Return of the or comeback of the decade? No, is our truth or most improved
No,
or
No,
because he was doing
Our-Truth
shit all
was
decade.
consistent.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I was
2011.
watching. I was watching some early of this
Yeah.
decade shit just randomly,
Okay.
and yeah, he was
Yeah, he was killing
again
shit at the beginning of the decade.
same. He was popping as he was now. Just
Yeah.
Consistency, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2011.
That's why.
There's actually this dude we watched.
Wrestler
I
of the
think it's.
decade.
I agree. The dude that we watched that recapped the decade shit. I think it's him or probably one of the other little nerds. But they
shout out to
they
the
got an
nerds.
R-Truth one. They did a R-Truth.
Oh, really?
Of his 2011.
I'd like to watch that.
just of his 2011. How
I
dominant
like our
he was. in
truth,
2011.
man. I'm happy for our truth.
was that little Jimmy?
That was Lil Jimmy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy, R-Truth, smoking, all that shit.
That man smoked a cigarette on live TV.
In
R-Truth?
the building in London where it's illegal to smoke indoors.
Our truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's illegal to smoke indoors. He lit one up.
That's Chappelle shit.
After he beat the shit out of John Morrison, he turned on John Morrison, beat the shit out of him, said, "Bitch, you not my friend no more." And
Damn.
smacked him with a water bottle and then smoked a cigarette.
Wow.
Yeah,
Legend.
yeah.
That's hard.
Y'all gotta watch that moment. That's
Another
that's
person
the
who I think might run the new decade, Lacey Evans.
Oh yeah, how would we not mention her? She's definitely running the decade. She's about to win the title next month. She's
Nah,
about,
bro.
She
about
had
to
a
start
good
the decade
year.
off. She's about to beat Belly for the title.
She didn't have a good debut year.
Come on, that's not a top 10 debut year of all time. Rookie year, top 10.
Not
Came
even
through
close.
off the rip.
Main
Facing
event
the
pay-per-views,
champion.
right? She
Facing
main
the
evented
champion.
pay-per-views already. Debut
Off the
year.
Rip.
So
And she
main
did-
event pay-per-views is
No, but that's just one of her
Look
accolades.
though. She
Yeah.
did everything she could to push that shit. Like
did.
she put
Yeah.
Seth's name on her booty. Who was doing stuff like that,
Then the
bro?
bell
In
rang.
this era.
And it was a classic. What do you mean?
No classics.
You didn't see Seth talked about that match in there.
Put
He
on
said,
a
"Yo,"
Raw
he said, "I'm
classic.
proud of that match from this year." He said that was one of the best matches this year.
Put on a Monday Night Raw classic with Natty.
But she put a good feud on with Natalia.
No, she didn't.
Yes,
Yes, she did. That
No,
was a
she
good
didn't.
feud.
Watch that last match on
That
Raw.
have you ever seen it?
Huh? No.
See, you missing out.
But you said a good feud. It wasn't a good feud.
It was.
Yeah, if you watch that last match, you'd say
Yeah,
it was.
you didn't see the
No.
end of the feud. And hold on.
Saudi
Let's-
Arabia.
Thank you. Let's not be sexist. She was the first woman ever.
You gonna say it's not a hot debut
Come
year?
on. She was the first woman
She was
ever.
She was put in great positions.
Stop. Hold on. She was the first woman ever
put
to
herself in
compete
those
in the
positions.
whole
No,
sir.
nation
no, her
of Saudi
blonde hair
Arabia.
put it.
She was the first woman to
Oh, Now we're
ever.
gonna blame. Okay,
She was the first woman to ever compete
Vince
in
has
Saudi
the type,
Arabia.
man.
No, she was the first. You don't know what that did for women, young girls.
you gonna say he gonna put
As a father to a daughter, you don't know what that done.
if
to
it's
young
all
girls.
about blonde hair, he would have put
That
Charlotte
showed
in there.
young girls that like we can do anything. We wrestled in Saudi Arabia.
And they was out there hugging it out. They wrestled.
It
them-
made me proud to have daughters. I'm like, damn, I want to have daughters now because
Lacey
now
Evans.
Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans made me say, you know what, I can have a daughter now.
They went out there in them 3XL Pro Club
What Kofi
t-shirts
did,
and
what
put on a
Kofi did
match.
for blacks this year by winning the title, the World
Lacey Evans
Championship
did
at
that for
Mania.
women?
Lacey Evans did that for daughters. So now I'm like, yo,
In Saudi Arabia,
I can
for
have
sure.
a black son and I can have a daughter now. because
you can have a white daughter now.
You have a white daughter.
You finally married that white woman, huh?
If that happened, it would still be a black child though. So stop this right now. Stop this instant.
Hey, but still, how you gonna not call that a hot debut year though?
Yeah, come on. First woman to ever compete.
Nah, wasn't for me.
Wow.
Oh, man.
How is women's
Line
rights
8.
not for you? 3D. How's women's rights not for you? Women's rights aren't for you?
I'm talking
Not the
about
finisher.
Wow.
Fiend 2.0.
Damn,
is
that was a
gonna be
bar.
the-
That was a
Oh,
bar.
yeah.
'Cause her finisher is called the women's rights. She knock a bitch
Yeah.
out.
The Fiend 2.0 is gonna win. Liv Morgan. She's gonna take over the 2020s.
There is nothing about Liv Morgan's shit that says
That's what
Fiend.
they say on the streets. She's gonna
stop.
make
They
Why
don't
are
say
you
that on the
listening to
street.
those streets?
You listen,
You're in the
your little
wrong
nerds
streets.
at your school, your little nerd youngins you got at school.
Yo.
They tell you this bullshit, and you bring it back here, and then we look at you crazy. You're the one looking crazy.
Yeah, you looking.
Yeah.
You're the ones that we look at as crazy.
Look, Liv Morgan just already come back. We tired of these video promos already. Hey, what happened? How old was Cody Rhodes in this 2009 Royal Rumble?
Oh, he was like 24.
That dude looked like a baby.
Yeah, he
dude.
was. He was like
Yeah.
20. He was like 23,
He
24.
looked tiny. Look how small he is.
Yeah.
Damn, how much weight has he put on since then? Probably
A lot.
Yeah, he
Probably
bulked
put
up.
on a
He's
good
grown.
50
He's grown out.
pounds,
Yeah.
dude. That's wild. Look how small he is. That's crazy.
Well,
Oh, I got a couple fuck yous for the decade. This is
Okay.
everybody. I said fuck you to everybody in the decade. Fuck Belly. Fuck Asuka. Fuck Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
Fuck Chris Jericho.
All right.
Fuck. Who else? Fuck. Everybody. Who else got fucks? Y'all got fucks. Fuck.
I have no fucks.
The Derricks.
Yeah. Fuck all the Derricks. Fuck AEW as a whole corporation.
It's a record label, a
yeah.
click and a crew.
Fuck all of them. Fuck. Who else don't I like? I don't like. Damn, there's a lot of people I don't like, and I can't remember. Oh, fuck. What's Matt Riddle? Fuck. Who else I don't like in NXT? There's Matt. Oh, Cassius Ohno. Fuck Lars Sullivan. But not.
Whoa,
That's more.
how we doing?
No, that's more.
Are you giving it up?
No, that's more. There's more context to that now, to where that's probably not the right words to say before Lars Sullivan. Fuck Lars Sullivan in the context that I don't know he does gay porn.
Right.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yo, you weren't in the chat, huh?
You didn't find out about this? They exposed him.
Is that what?
He's a gay. He's a.
I thought he was injured.
You don't even know who he is. He's
No,
like,
no, this is he's been injured, but this was they found some shit from
So
his
not
past.
fuck him, you know, but
Shut
Yeah, be
up.
pre
yeah, they
wrestling
exposed him.
days.
His name was what?
His name was Mitch. Oh man, somebody put. You know how WWE does the before they were stars thing? Somebody put up that graphic with the picture of the porn.
Yo, Lars Sullivan is an ugly dude.
Yeah. I'm not even Googling that one. Like, I'm good here for that.
When Cash won't look at your gay porn, you know that.
It ain't happening.
How didn't you know
wild.
about this though, Cass? You wasn't up on this. The
He's
streets
not-
didn't
he-
tell you about
he
this.
ain't on them.
Even the cyber fights right now, I swear to God, they're just like, yo, his dick is weird. They're just like, we're not fucking with this right now.
Oh shit!
Yo, Eminem's beard was weird. Lars Sullivan's dick is weird.
Let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, shout out
Put
to.
ourselves-
But shout out to Lars Sullivan. You do your thing. But it's crazy. He was homophobic and racist, and now he's the homo and
Yeah.
the phobe.
Wow.
Oh,
Damn, that's what happens when you diss niggas and gay
Shout out
people.
to the MVP of the year, though, of the decade,
Randy
Orton's Widow's Peak. Putting on for all of us with Widow's Peaks.
subscribe to Masters of the Universe on YouTube, Spotify, Stitcher. 2020, we got some new shit coming up.
New format
New
coming in
shit,
2020.
new
Stay tuned.
shit.
Coming in for the 19 and the
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Damn.
Doesn't work.
it don't.
Josh, any final thoughts?
Nah, just, stay tuned in 2020. We out here.
Coldface, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts because they won't be my final thoughts because I'll have more thoughts after. So I can't call them final thoughts. However, I can say that in this decade,
Yeah, that was eloquent. Cash.
Yeah, happy New Year's to all the people out there watching. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Stay safe on these new ventures or adventures that you might be having in the new futures. And yeah.
I was champion this decade. I'll be champion next decade.
Oh,
Tell a
it's
friend.
my reign, money reign next.
Tell a friend to tell a friend that it's them again. Masters
Or
of
it's
the
not them.
universe.
Sometimes it's not them.
Sometimes.